Afternoon, guys. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School. And what I thought I would do is start a small series today of short videos that I can add to as we go. And my buddy Cracker at Cracker Bushcraft has got a series, I think it's called 3 Minutes to Better Gear. And I think that's a pretty good idea for a series because you can add little snippets into that series over time that are short and sweet and to the point. So I thought what I would do is a series called 5 Minutes to Better Bushcraft. And it will be projects that you can complete in 5 minutes or less that will add to your bushcraft knowledge and your camp comfort at the same time. So what I thought we'd do is we'd start with cooking type implements and we'd start with a simple tripod. Stay with me. So what I've collected here is 3 poles about 1 inch in diameter and about 4 feet long. One of them happens to have a fork on the end, but that's not necessary. I have a piece of cordage here, like utility cordage. It's about 6 or 7 feet long. Now I'm kind of going to assume that you've already watched the videos from my instructors like Corporal's Corner and you understand some of these knots. We're going to start off with a simple timber hitch, which means we're wrapping around a loop in the line basically to form sort of a slip knot that's friction held, just like this, in place. We're going to wrap 3 wraps around with our utility cord, just like that, not including our initial. And then we're going to go between and do 3 fraps. So we've got our wraps on here, and now we're going to go ahead and come around from the top so we're not crossing anything up. And we're going to do 3 fraps. 1, and we're pulling these tight every time. Again, this is a 5-minute project. We're trying to get this done fairly quickly and simply. It's not something that's going to hold a lot of weight. It's only going to hold probably our pot over the fire. But at the same time, we want it to be secure. We come up from the bottom, and this time we're going to come up through the bottom side so we're not crossing our lines on the back side. And you'll have to separate these legs in front of you to get this to happen really easily. Got my stop knot caught there. There we go. 1. Pull it down tight, and 2. Pull it down tight, and 3. Pull that down tight, and we're finishing on the bottom. So since we're finishing on the bottom, we're going to finish with a clove hitch. So we'll go around here and create an X. Come back up and drop our line through the center of that X, just like this. Tighten that clove hitch down and dress it up. You can see we got plenty of room to tighten it up here. And that should give us a simple tripod. And so now in 5 minutes or less, we have created a simple tripod that we can use to suspend a pot over the fire, cook with if we need to, or anything like that. You'll have to kind of stretch it out a little bit. It's going to want to turn on you because all your lashings are really tight. The best thing you can do is point the ends of this, just stick them in the ground if you want to. You've got some cordage hanging down here that you can easily take something and put a toggle on it with a Marline spike hitch and put a small toggle in there just like that to either suspend your pot over the fire by the bail, and then you could adjust the legs of this tripod in and out to raise and lower it over the fire, or you can put another apparatus on here and just tie a loop in the end of the line, which we'll talk about in the next video. We're going to talk about a pot hook that we can make in 5 minutes, and we'll just tie an overhand loop in the line like this and connect our pot hook to that. And so there you go. Simple 5-minute project, simple 5 minutes to better bushcraft. We have a tripod now and we can hang our pot or something like that over the fire to cook with. And it was a very simple project, no muss, no fuss. Cut down 3 saplings, cut them to length, tie them up with utility cord. It's a done deal, and the cord is easily recoverable. And that is part of this whole thing is, can we recover our cordage or are we tying permanent knots? And by using the timber hitch and the clove hitch, we didn't tie any permanent knots that we can't undo very readily to recover our cordage. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business, for all our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. I'll be back with another video in this series as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.